Hey guys, Pennsylvania Coaster Riders here, and I will be predicting on what Cedar Point could possibly get in the next couple of years. Cedar Point, located in Sandusky, Ohio, and has been open for over 150 years, and it has grown so much and is constantly expanding. They had some good years from the past, and I will be predicting on what the next 5 years will look like, since Cedar Point has had a good past 5 years. From the years 2022 to 2026, I will be predicting on what they could possibly receive, and I will throw a wild card with the year 2027 for this video. And all what I say is my opinions, and also let's go back to the last 5 years of additions that Cedar Point has added from the past. Cedar Point from 2017 to 2021. In 2017, Cedar Point changed their water park name from Soak City to Cedar Point Shores, which they did a big expansion to make the water park a lot bigger, better, and more attractive for people to come from all over the world. In 2018, Cedar Point opens their next coaster, Steel Vengeance, which is a hyper hybrid coaster which broke all world records, and it is one of the best roller coasters in the world up to date, and it is still one of the best. In 2019, Cedar Point brought Forbidden Frontier to replace Dinosaurs Alive. What Forbidden Frontier is, it's this like little island on Adventure Island. It's like a little mystery to do. It has a little playground, some attraction, cool parts, and pretty interesting that Cedar Point brought that into their lineup of attractions. In 2020, there was a late opening to Cedar Point because of the coronavirus pandemic, and they had their 150th anniversary, not the celebration, but since with the COVID crap that's gone on, all their attractions that were supposed to open in 2020, now going into the year 2021, they've opened, they're opening Snake River Expedition, they're bringing a parade, and they're having their celebration since they couldn't have their celebration in 2020. 2021 will start off their celebration, and that's all from 2017 to 2021. In 2022, I think Cedar Point will continue their 150th anniversary since they had a late start to it, and I can also see 2022 being their next roller coaster year. And the type of coaster I think it will be a B&M Flyer. Why do I say that? Well, B&M Flyer's been rumored for Cedar Point for a long time, and they still never got it. And since the 2020 attraction got pushed to 2021, that 2021 coaster got pushed to 2022, and I think 2022 will be the B&M Flyer. And it would have been 4 years since they got Steel Vengeance as their last coaster. And I think it's going to be a B&M because if you saw the 2020 Christmas video, there's a top secret plans for 2022, and next to it is Valraven, the B&M dive coaster. So it's most likely going to be a B&M Flyer because since there's a B&M on it, and then since they never got a B&M Flyer. And the location of this coaster will be in the plot of land that housed the old dorms and the Monster Jam rides from 2019. And it is a perfect amount of land because Cedar Point can possibly put a nice big roller coaster in that spot because it is flat and it can easily house a roller coaster like it could house a B&M Flyer. I also think that Top Scan will come to Cedar Point's thrill ride lineup since they did not get a new thrill ride for a long time, since it would have been 2014 they got their last thrill ride, Pipe Scream, and the other rides in the Gemini Midway. And location could possibly be by the Millennium Force's chain lift because that plot of land is vacant and they've never used it, and I could see them using that plot of land for their next roller coaster, which looks very perfect for it. And after the 2022 season, I think the antique cars will be removed for future expansions to come, and the Frontier Carousel will also be removed after the 2022 season for future expansions. That little building for like the Halloween haunt, I could see them removing that or maybe relocating that. And then the antique cars, get your final rides in 2022 because this ride is going to get torn out. In 2023, I think they could maybe have another year of their 150th celebration due to the delay of the start of their celebration, and I do not see any new rides coming to the park since they just got a brand new roller coaster as a B&M Flyer and a new thrill ride. And I think what's going to happen after the 2023 season, Snake River Falls will be removed for future expansions for the park. So get your last rides on it before they tear it down. And I'm also going to think that they're going to relocate the Wave Swinger somewhere else in the park since it's in a big plot of land that they could use for a future coaster in Frontier Town. So the Wave Swinger will be relocated somewhere else in the park. In 2024, it would have been a year after their big celebration, their 150th celebration. So I can consider 2024 to be a year to do park improvements, improve the quality of the park, and make it attract crowds for years to come. But after the 2024 season in the water park, I think what they are going to do in Cedar Point Shores is they're going to remove one of the two lazy rivers for a water park expansion in the future. Because Cedar Point Shores only has two lazy rivers, and I feel like they only need one of the two. So remove one of them, then they could just put a big new slide in that spot. In 2025, Cedar Point will be getting their next roller coaster because it would have been a couple of years since they got their B&M Flyer. And I think a GCI wooden coaster would be perfect for that because Blue Streak is their only wooden coaster they have in the park. And since Mean Streak got the axe in 2016 for Steel Vengeance, a GCI wooden coaster would be perfect for their coaster lineup. And if you remember me saying that the antique cars, Snake River Falls, and Frontier Carousel will be removed and the Wave Swinger will be relocated, that's where GCI wooden coaster will go on. And it's a perfect amount of land that the park can use without removing an existing coaster that they have in the park. And it will change Frontier Town forever with 4 coasters in there. Steel Vengeance, Maverick, Cedar Creek Mine Ride, and the new GCI wooden coaster. In 2026, it would have been a year since they got a coaster in the dry park. So let's go to the water park since Cedar Point Shores have removed one of their lazy rivers. Why not add a water coaster in the water park? It would be a perfect addition in the water park, and I think Cedar Fair will start building water coasters in their water parks for the future so it can attract people to come to Cedar Point Shores and the other water parks of the Cedar Fair chain. So 2026 will mostly be like a water park expansion and focus on water park additions, change it up, and make it a better water park for the future. And now the wild card year, the final year, the year 2027. In 2027, I don't think Cedar Point will invest much this year because they would have added a couple of good roller coasters the last couple of years, and they would have invested in the water and dry park. And I think it's going to be an off year for 2027, and I think they're going to try to save some revenue to afford future expansions for Cedar Point. So 2027 is going to be an off year for the park. Time to recap from the year 2022 to 2026. In the year 2022, they had their 150th celebration, a B&M flying coaster, a new top scan, and also the removal of the antique cars of Frontier Carousel. In 2023, maybe the 150th celebration, no new ride, the Wave Swinger gets relocated, and Snake River Falls gets removed. 2024, they do park improvements, and then in the water park removes the lazy river. 2025, a GCI hyper coaster replacing the antique cars, Snake River Falls, Frontier Carousel, and the relocated Wave Swinger. 2026, the water park gets a water coaster in place of one of the lazy rivers. And in 2027, they do nothing major in the pool park and the water park. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Say something down in the comments below. Follow my social media if you can. And I'll see you guys in the next video coming out in the next couple days. Peace out.